A bystander is shot dead in Crown Heights. Police bullets suspected.
Right.
Angry crowds gather. First paragraph. Oh, you wrote this, you know. Except, Chief, first name Jennifer Steinhauer. All right, sorry about that, Jen. First lead paragraph. Police officers fired at a man who they believed was drawing a gun on a street corner in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, last night, and a bystander 300 feet away was hit and killed, the police said. All right? Then what is this about police bullets suspected? The only bullet shot was not, but why?
This is exactly the way the radio portrayed it.
All right, okay.
They put it in that same light.
All right.
I was just sitting there
That's
thinking,
right, okay, thank you.
Wait a minute.
Okay, now.
Who's got the gun? Why is this?
And the only
why
thing
aren't you just admitting that this is
Oh,
what
no,
happened?
because there's another possibility.
Oh,
Oh, no, yes, see,
Oh,
see,
yes.
there you go being logical, rational. Second paragraph. While investigators were awaiting the results of ballistic tests, Desmond Robinson again, they said they believed that the bystander may have been killed by a police bullet that went astray. He may have been killed. Now, how do we know this? They go on down here to say, and I don't need to read all of this, etc., etc. They approached the crowd, identifying themselves as police. Most stepped away, but one man, a neighborhood resident, identified as Keith. But you know he must be guilty because he has a record going back to 1977, a record of rape and armed robbery. Now, whether he was convicted, but even if that's true, right, he's dead because, right, now, it goes on, where the hell is this thing
you mean
completed, huh?
So they're claiming that this
Oh.
fellow who was innocently standing there and was shot has a record.
No, the guy
they actually
claimed that had the BB gun.
Okay.
So he has a record. Somehow that makes
So
him
it
is
justifies
justified.
everything.
Yes, all right, in
Right.
shooting him. But here's what Sergeant Edward Carroll, the police, said. That Mr. Miller, who is there, the Deputy Commissioner for Public Relations, that is the bullshit artist for covering up, said that Mr. Miller told him late last night that there was some confusion as to who shot the dead man. That's the innocent bystander 300 feet away, right? Because he was not near Mr. Richardson when the firing ensued. So since he wasn't standing near Mr. Richardson, and obviously all the police bullets had to go near Mr. Richardson. In spite of Officer Del Debbio, who shot Robinson, said, "What? I fired after I fired the first bullet, I closed my eyes and kept shooting, and I don't know where the other bullets went."
Is that what he
That's
said?
what Del Debbio that shot that Robinson said.
Lord.
Yes. After it all went down, he
Let's give
said,
more guns to people.
"That's
who
right." He
close their eyes
said, and
when
he's a
shooting
trained
them.
professional.
I can't believe.
That's right. He says, after I shot the first bullet, when it turned out now that all the bullets is in Robinson's back. Now the story is, after I shot the first bullet, I closed my eyes and kept shooting, and I don't know where the other bullets went. And the media and them are accepting this as a logical exculpatory route to get him out of responsibility for shooting a fellow officer, mind you, in the back. Now, Desmond Robinson, you could see the way that woman was talking to him, you think she was cross-examining him for the person killed. That's your point. Well, now, you say you fell down, and maybe he's going to say, "Oh, no, I didn't fall down, I fell up." You know, aha! But you said 3 times that you fell down. Now, listen to this bullshit.
Yes.
They go on to say, quote, and here's the police quote, "We believe that he may have been shot by us." Who's shooting? They are. But, mind you, there's a possibility. Sergeant Carroll said, "But it will not be known until we examine the ballistics." In other words, the cops who did the shooting is going to be in charge of determining who did the shooting, right? That may have been, you hear this? That may have been a totally separate incident. It could be totally unrelated. Now, who's there shooting?
You're the cops?
The police, the cops, right? Now, and he goes on to say, We are assuming it was an officer's gun, he added. But because of this distance of 300 feet, he could have been shot by someone else. Now, who else was there shooting? In other words, somebody wanted to shoot, by the guy who shot was an arrow. He works in the store there for his uncle. So you can see now somebody wants to shoot this guy.
Right. Oh, I think somebody showed up on the scene.
And no, he was waiting.
Right.
Saw, and he knew
his
sooner or later.
opportunity.
You got
The
it.
cops showed up and started shooting. Oh,
Yeah,
I can knock this
knock
guy
him
off.
out. Bam! Thank you.
Blame it on the
Now that shows you the kind of contempt that these people have for
Yes.
community and for reality and
For
truth. And then they
intelligence,
sit
yeah.
and scream that they have no credibility in
That's right.
the black community.
Oh,
Now, are we fools?
they have no credit.
You know?
Wait a
You
minute.
know?
Wait a minute.
Anywhere.
Wait, but Dad, I saw a poster that says New York City's cops care. It was a
They damn sure
billboard.
do. They damn sure do. Moments after the shots were fired, the officers were attacked by furious members of the crowd. The police said, while others stole their bicycles. I love that. These two cops, undercover cop, came up riding bicycles. They got shoot, right? It's a small thing for dead people, but I would love to make it's like 10 Speed and Brown Shoe. You remember that series?
Yeah, right. I like it
with Ben Vereen
and
Richard Goldblum.
no,
was it?
Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, okay.
Yes, right.
Funny.
Okay, all right. I ain't making this up. I couldn't make this up. All right.
Oh, well, you see, the thing is,
Dozens of people took to the street, many of them hurling debris at the officers.
well, see, and this is going to happen more and more.
Oh no,
because
the next thing is going to be bullets. They're going to end up being slaughtered out, and there won't be nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have enough guns. You can kill enough people, but you can't get enough people here quick enough that this thing go out of hand.
Yeah.
Because when you look at these little boys and girls at the milk ain't driving around, you can see, son, that they are scared shitless. And they are looking trigger happy to do any goddamn thing because they hate us and they're afraid of us, and the people can feel it and know what they think. You know, you got a system here where the damn policemen don't even have to live in New York City. Kind of shit, you know. So they don't have no vested interest here.
Where's Grandpa? Is Grandpa talking? Go say hi to
Yes,
Grandpa.
sir. No,
He wants to curl up and go to sleep maybe.
I love this. Police Commissioner William Bratton, he came to the scene. That's a really unfortunate situation, Mr. Bratton said to the killing. By all accounts, he was just standing outside. By all accounts. This is the police commissioner.
Who's there?
What an ass.
Sophia.
No, who's in there? Who do you see?
The shooting victim was described as an immigrant from Yemen. It's his fault.
He's an immigrant.
From Yemen.
Right, he doesn't belong
What
to
the hell's he
Grandpa.
doing here, right? I mean, after all, David Cairns was an unemployed banker. How the hell did he know what he saw? How come if he's so goddamn honest and reliable, why don't he have a job? These are, I look